What's going on YouTube? My name is Zach with Android Digest, and today I'm reviewing the Asus CM3, and this is the detachable tablet that can also turn into a laptop when you pop the keyboard on it. And I'm reviewing this because a lot of people are interested in these type of devices. We all know the Lenovo Chromebook Duet was a huge hit, and a lot of you may be wondering how this device is. And I want to let you know how good this device is, and also how it compares to other convertible devices in the same category, like that Lenovo Chromebook Duet. So with all that being said, let's just get straight into this review and let's get it going. So this Asus CM3, it's a very interesting device. A lot of us were very excited about it when we saw it because it looked similar to the Lenovo Chromebook Duet, but it looked very improved. And in my testing, that's exactly what I found, but there are some important caveats we're gonna have to give to that as we go through this review, because I believe Asus did compromise on some things that some of us really wish they would have improved upon. Now this device, it retails at $370, and for one, that's a pretty good price jump from the Lenovo Chromebook Duet that started out at $250. You could get it at $250 at Walmart pretty much anywhere, and it's even been on sale since then. So for a lot of us, we're expecting more. And in some ways, we do get more because you have a similar processor. It is actually the same processor, by the way. They just branded it under a different name. So this device is supposed to have a MediaTek MTK 8183. And whenever I went through my first impressions of this device, I said, hey, it looks like this device is faster than the Lenovo Chromebook Duet. And I really talked about how that was a great thing. It was about 10% or 15% higher in benchmarks. But I looked over everything, even after I did my whole full review. I spent all the time recording, and I even started editing, and I quickly realized that, wait a second, this MediaTek processor is actually the same processor that's in the Lenovo Chromebook Duet. So this processor is the same as the Helio P60T. So this device is going to have similar speed to the Chromebook Duet, and it's going to have a similar display as well. So when we look at what you're improving for that $120, the first place we want to look at is the design. And when we look at the design, you're going to see that we have a keyboard, which is amazing. This is one of the biggest improvements that you're going to see over the Chromebook Duet, because the keyboard, it magnetically attaches to the device, and it reminds me a lot of the Surface keyboards, right? Because whenever you attach it, it lifts itself up, right? Magnetizes to the device itself. So you do get an awesome typing angle. And I was also getting great travel on the keyboard. So this keyboard is definitely a good improvement over the keyboard on the Lenovo Chromebook Duet. The other thing you're going to see is that this device also has a headphone jack. It also has a USB-C port as well on that same side, and it has two speakers along with a stylus as well. And of course you have your up and down and the power button and things like that. So seeing the stylus there on the top of the device, and of course I like that idea of dual speakers as well. So seeing those things on the top of the device, it's very refreshing. And again, having that stylus is a good upgrade over that Chromebook Duet. And the other cool thing is that magnetic case that magnetizes to the back of the tablet. And whenever it magnetizes, you have a kickstand that goes back. But the cool thing is it doesn't just go back into landscape mode. It can also fold back in portrait mode as well. But the one thing I didn't like is that whenever I was moving that kickstand back just a little bit, whenever I was adjusting it, I noticed the case itself started to wobble a little bit. And that was a little bit of an issue that I had. So I would have to hold onto the top of the case while I was getting the kickstand out. That's just an inconvenience that I had to deal with. But overall, I would say, hey, the case isn't really better than the Chromebook Duet case because the magnets were a little bit tighter on that case, but this is still a really good design, and I did like the fact that, hey, I could go in landscape or portrait mode, and the keyboard is an amazing improvement over the Chromebook Duet. So whether you know what the Chromebook Duet is or not, you just need to know this device is really awesome. It's a really cool convertible form factor. You have an awesome case that comes with it, an awesome keyboard, and the other thing I loved about this device was the aspect ratio. So this has a 16:10 aspect ratio, which really helps you to get more work done. You could see a little bit more vertically on your device, and a lot of people love that aspect ratio when you're trying to get productive stuff done. The display is a 1920 by 1200 display, and it gets over 300 nits of brightness, around 320 nits. So the screen is very good. It is a good, solid display. I had no issues with the screen. So whenever you use this screen, you're going to really enjoy it. It does have a good good brightness. It's not the brightest tablet in the world. I've seen a lot of tablets go between 400 and 600 nits of brightness, but this is still pretty bright and you could use this tablet in most conditions. Also, it's great for watching media, for watching entertainment. I thought things looked really good and the colors looked fairly accurate in my opinion. So I like the display overall. It's fairly similar to that Chromebook Duet display. So it's nothing really that's a major improvement. It's just a pretty good display and pretty good for the price as well. Now we talked a little bit about performance already, and this has eMMC storage. That's one thing to keep in mind. It has 4 gigabytes of RAM, and this is very similar to that Lenovo Chromebook Duet because it has the same exact processor. So they do label it differently. It's the MediaTek MTK8183, but in my testing, things were very smooth. It was really just depending on what you would do. Remember, this is not the fastest processor out there. And whenever you're comparing this tablet to other devices, remember that this comes with a keyboard and it comes with a stylus. So you can't just compare this to a $400 Android tablet and call it an even deal. You really have to compare this to more $300 devices that do come with no keyboard, right? Devices that come with no stylus, because that adds some value to this tablet. So this device, no, it doesn't perform as well as some higher end Android tablets, and it's not going to perform as well as the Tab S7 or the Tab S7 Plus or even the Tab S7 FE. But what I will say is that it does do pretty well for the money. But some of us, I know, including me, I'm a little bit disappointed that it is not performing better than the Lenovo Chromebook Duet. So if you're wanting a better performing device than the Chromebook Duet, well, this is not going to be it. It's going to be a very similar experience. So you're not paying for better performance compared to other cheaper convertible devices. What you're paying for is a better typing experience and an included stylus. Those are the main benefits of getting this Asus CM3. And also you could get the cool little kickstand in multiple directions because the battery life, it is a good battery life. It is good, plenty good, okay? It lasted like 10 hours or so in my testing. It's got a headphone jack. Again, that's a feature that you don't get in the Chromebook Duet. So there are some benefits to this device, and if you're looking for a convertible Chromebook, guess what? There are not a lot of options out there. You may be looking at Android tablets. Just remember, there are benefits to Chromebook tablets. For one, Chromebooks do get longer updates than Android tablets. That's one thing to keep in mind. So this device is going to get great software support. Like I'm talking around 6 to 8 years of software support. Chromebooks also run full Chrome extensions, right? So you run the full desktop version of Chrome, which means you could actually add extensions, which you cannot do on something like the Galaxy Tab S7. Even if you turn on the desktop version in the settings, you still can't run extensions on it, right? So there are a lot of benefits. I think Chromebooks and Chrome tablets are a lot better at productivity. And I think Chromebooks with Chrome OS, I think it's still better than Samsung DeX, even though Samsung DeX has improved. So if we look at this tablet, no, it's not going to have a 120 hertz screen. No, it's not going to have the same resolution as you get in something like the Tab S7. And it won't even be as fast as the Tab S7. But you have to remember that this device does not retail at $650. It retails at $370. And it has a headphone jack, and it has a lot of great features. It's going to have great software support, and it comes with a keyboard, which if you buy the Tab S7 costs another $200. And if you buy the Tab S7 Plus, it's the same type of deal, right? So this is about getting a device that's good for tablet stuff and that's good for productivity and that you could do a little bit of both in, but it's not necessarily going to be great at both. And for this price point, I think this device is a device that you should consider. But the one thing that really undercuts this tablet is that Lenovo Chromebook Duet, and there's a reason why I've been talking about it throughout this whole review. That tablet retails at $250. It's so easy to buy it because it's at Walmart all throughout the US, and you could also buy it from Lenovo or from Amazon. Again, I will have links in the description. And that tablet retails at $250, and it's got the same type of screen, it's got the same type of processor, it has a stronger magnetic case that attaches to it with a cool kickstand, and it also has a keyboard. Now, the keyboard isn't quite as good. I felt like the keys were a little bit more crammed on the Chromebook Duet, so that is a negative, and there are some other negatives with the Chromebook Duet, but when you think about value, you can get a device with the same type of screen, you can get a device that has similar performance. You can get a device that still comes with a keyboard, that comes with a kickstand. And if you look on the used market, because the Chromebook Duet has been out a little bit longer, I was able to find this device refurbished between $150 and $200. So when you think about those deals, you're talking about a pretty significant price gap between the Lenovo Chromebook Duet and the Asus CM3. So the Asus CM3, I think it's for those people who really want a built-in stylus, even though it's a pain to get out, and it's for those people who really want a keyboard, a far superior keyboard to that Chromebook Duet. I think the keyboard, yes, it's made of plastic. Yes, I get there are some flaws with it, but all things considered, when you compare it to other tablet keyboards, I think it actually is pretty darn good on this Asus CM3. And this has that awesome angle whenever you attach it, it magnetizes to the device. So if you want that keyboard, you have to remember you're paying over $120 to get that keyboard support, to get a headphone jack, and to get a stylus that comes with the device. If those things are worth it to you, great. The Asus CM3 is a good device and I can recommend it. But for a lot of you out there, if you're looking for a bargain, if you're looking for a value, I still think the Lenovo Chromebook Duet is a better value. And I had to re-record this whole entire review so I could tell you that, because I thought the performance was a little bit better on the Asus CM3, but after doing a little bit of digging, I have no idea why the benchmark website I went to showed them as different devices, or different processors, I should say. But now that I see they use the same exact processor, that does change my thinking a little bit. And I still say the Asus CM3 is a good device, but I think the Chromebook Duet is still a better value. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Also, I really want people who love Android, who love Chrome, who are into the Google ecosystem, I really want you to like my Twitter, because I need more people like that on my Twitter page. Follow me at twitter.com/digestandroid. You could follow me there for news and deals and stuff like that. And also, subscribe again to my channel, follow me, watch some more videos. All those things help me out a lot. And also check the links in the description, and those do help to support the channel as well. Have a great day, enjoy your week, and stay safe and enjoy yourself in all these crazy, crazy times.